Authenticity versus superficiality is one of the most significant dichotomies when reflecting on the quality and depth of one's life. To live authentically means to be true to yourself, to express your inner beliefs, values, and desires without being influenced or constrained by external pressures. Authenticity involves embracing vulnerability, being honest about your flaws and strengths, and making choices that reflect your true self. On the other hand, superficiality refers to living a life that is only concerned with appearances, external validation, and meeting societal expectations without any deeper consideration of personal meaning or fulfillment. The tension between these two concepts often arises from the pervasive influence of societal norms, social media, and the external expectations placed on individuals by their families, peers, and cultures. In today's world, superficiality can take on many forms. Materialism, the desire for status, and the pursuit of external accolades, among others. People often end up chasing achievements that they think will bring them happiness or respect, but in doing so, they can lose touch what truly matters to them as individuals. For example, someone might prioritize building a successful career or accumulating wealth in order to gain approval or recognition from others, but in the process, they may neglect their passions, personal growth, or relationships. Authenticity, in contrast, comes from a place of self-awareness and personal integrity. It involves making choices based on your inner values, not based on how others perceive you or what society expects. This authenticity is about cultivating a life that feels aligned with who you truly are. The pursuit of authenticity often requires introspection and the courage to reject the things that don't resonate with your deeper self. It's about asking, what do I genuinely care about? What brings me joy, purpose, and fulfillment? Am I living in a way that reflects the person I want to be? A major challenge in living authentically is the fear of rejection or judgment. Society, especially in the age of social media, often rewards conformity and adherence to specific standards of beauty, success, or lifestyle. This can make it difficult for individuals to express their true selves without fear of being ostracized or misunderstood. People who live authentically may sometimes be perceived as different or even weird by others who conform to social norms. However, the cost of avoiding authenticity in favor of fitting in with the crowd can be the loss of your sense of self, resulting in feelings of dissatisfaction, anxiety, or depression. One of the most profound consequences of living inauthentically is the disconnect between who you truly are and the person you present to the world. When individuals wear masks to conform to societal expectations or to gain approval, they may feel a constant sense of inner conflict. The outward appearance may look perfect. Successful career, happy family, social media posts full of smiles and excitement, but inside they might feel empty, anxious, or unfulfilled. This is often because the life they are presenting is not aligned with their true desires or values. Over time, this dissonance between their authentic self and the public persona can lead to burnout, dissatisfaction, and a sense of loss of identity. Superficiality can also prevent deep, meaningful connections with others. When we are constantly concerned with how we appear on the outside, whether it's in terms of our physical appearance, our social media profiles, or our achievements, we may struggle to form real connections with those around us. Authentic relationships are built on mutual vulnerability, trust, and a shared understanding of one another's values and experiences. Superficial relationships, on the other hand, are based on surface-level interactions, often void of deep emotional or intellectual connection. These types of relationships may bring temporary pleasure or validation, but they rarely offer the lasting sense of fulfillment that comes from truly knowing and being known by others. In contrast, when we live authentically, we attract people who resonate with our true selves. Authenticity creates a foundation for genuine relationships where both parties feel safe and valued for who they truly are, not for their external achievements or appearances. These connections tend to be more meaningful, supportive, and enduring because they are based on real understanding and mutual respect rather than on the pretense of perfection or social status. Living authentically also brings a sense of inner peace and self-acceptance. When we stop trying to live up to external expectations and start living in accordance with our own values and desires, we free ourselves from the constant pressure to please others. Authenticity allows us to embrace our imperfections and accept ourselves as we are. This acceptance fosters a sense of confidence and self-assurance as we no longer feel the need to seek validation from external sources. We become content with who we are, regardless of how others might perceive us. The tension between authenticity and superficiality is particularly evident when we consider the question, if you died today, would your life be a joke? A life dominated by superficiality may feel meaningless when you reflect on it in the face of mortality. If your life has been focused on external validation, chasing status symbols, or pleasing others without ever connecting with your true self, you might feel like your life was a series of empty pursuits rather than a genuine expression of who you are. On the other hand, a life lived authentically, aligned with your values, passions, and true desires, will likely feel more fulfilling when you look back on it. Even if external success was not achieved, the sense of personal integrity and authenticity you cultivated can make your life feel purposeful and meaningful. You said living with purpose is one of the most powerful and transformative ways to give meaning to one's life. It is the foundation upon which many people build their sense of fulfillment and happiness. Purpose provides a sense of direction, focus, and clarity. It is a driving force that guides the decisions you make, the actions you take, and the way you interact with the world. Without purpose, life can feel aimless, lacking in meaning, and unfulfilling. Yet, many people spend their lives without ever fully engaging with the idea of purpose, often drifting through existence without ever questioning the deeper reasons behind their daily actions or desires. At the core of living with purpose is the idea that our lives have significance beyond our immediate concerns, material possessions, or external validation. Purpose is not defined by the accumulation of wealth, the pursuit of status, or even the approval of others. Rather, it comes from a deep sense of alignment with what truly matters to you, what you value most, what inspires you, and what you believe your true calling is. Living with purpose involves a continual process of self-discovery and reflection, where you begin to align your everyday actions with your long-term values and goals. When you live with purpose, you create a roadmap for your life. This roadmap is guided by the clarity of your goals, your sense of meaning, and the bigger picture you have for your life. It can be as simple as focusing on the well-being of your family, or as grand as making a global impact in an area you are passionate about. The key element is that these goals reflect your values, not the expectations of others. For instance, someone might find purpose in helping others through community service or social justice work, while another might discover it in the pursuit of creativity or innovation in their professional field. Purpose is highly personal and unique to each individual, shaped by your experiences, beliefs, and passions. Living with purpose also means understanding the difference between living a life that is reactive and one that is proactive. When you react to the demands of life, responding to what others want, following societal norms, or simply trying to meet the expectations of those around you, you often feel like you're merely existing rather than living with intention. This reactive way of living can lead to a feeling of disconnection or frustration, as your actions may not align with your own desires or vision. On the other hand, when you live proactively, you are in control of your decisions, shaping the direction of your life in a way that reflects your inner values and purpose. Every choice you make is deliberate, whether it's pursuing a career that excites you, creating time for relationships that nurture you, or engaging in personal growth and learning that aligns with your goals. A life lived with purpose is not necessarily one that is free from challenges, hardships, or setbacks. In fact, living with purpose can make it even easier to overcome obstacles. When you have a clear understanding of your purpose, you develop resilience and perseverance in the face of adversity. Purpose provides the emotional fuel to keep going, even when times are tough. It helps you maintain focus and determination, and it allows you to see challenges not as insurmountable roadblocks, but as opportunities for growth. This ability to stay grounded in your purpose, even during difficult moments, leads to a deeper sense of fulfillment and satisfaction in life. You are not defined by your setbacks, but by your commitment to the greater vision you hold. Without purpose, people may experience a sense of emptiness or dissatisfaction, even if they appear successful on the surface. Material accomplishments, while rewarding in the short term, do not provide lasting happiness if they do not resonate with your deeper desires. For example, someone who attains a high-paying job or a prestigious title might find themselves questioning the value of their achievements if those things were pursued simply to impress others or meet societal standards. Success without purpose can feel hollow, as it lacks the deeper connection to your true values. In contrast, when your life is guided by purpose, the pursuit of success takes on a different meaning. Success is not just about external recognition or wealth. It becomes about fulfilling your unique potential and contributing to something greater than yourself. A purposeful life allows you to align your work, relationships, and passions with your deeper sense of self. And this brings a kind of fulfillment that cannot be easily replaced by external factors. The work you do, the people you surround yourself with, and the goals you set all feel more meaningful because they are connected to your larger vision. Moreover, living with purpose provides a deep sense of direction. When you know why you're doing something, it becomes easier to make choices that are aligned with that purpose. You develop a clear sense of priority and focus as the things that matter most to you take center stage in your life. This focus allows you to cut through distractions and stay committed to your long-term vision. Whether you're navigating a career, building relationships, or pursuing personal goals, living with purpose makes it easier to determine what actions will move you closer to your objectives and which ones will lead you away from them. Additionally, living with purpose often leads to a sense of fulfillment that goes beyond personal achievement. Many people who live with purpose find joy in helping others, whether through acts of kindness, mentorship, or service. This sense of contributing to the greater good creates a lasting satisfaction that is much more fulfilling than any material success. It is the recognition that your life has not only made a difference to you, but also to others. The deep satisfaction of knowing you are part of something bigger than yourself can lead to a lasting sense of peace, contentment, and purpose. Ultimately, when you live with purpose, you are not only shaping your own life, but also leaving a positive mark on the world around you. You are taking ownership of your time, your energy, and your impact. Purpose is what transforms an ordinary life into an extraordinary one, guiding you to make the most of every opportunity and live each day with intention and meaning. You said, the impact and legacy that one leaves behind are central elements when reflecting on the true value of life. Everyone will eventually pass, but what remains after death is the effect we had on others and the world around us. This impact is not measured solely in grand gestures, but in the small acts of kindness, the ways we've helped others, the relationships we've built, and the mark we've made. No matter how seemingly insignificant it might seem, a legacy in its truest form is the culmination of how we lived, the lives we touched, and how we contributed to something larger than ourselves. The idea of leaving a legacy is often intertwined with the idea of making a difference that endures beyond our time on this earth. One of the most powerful aspects of legacy is that it is not just about what we leave behind in terms of material possessions, wealth, or fame. While some may leave a fortune or a name known across generations, others may leave something far more meaningful: the influence they had on individuals and the values they instilled in those around them. Legacy is about the relationships we nurture, the wisdom we pass down, and the difference we make in the lives of others. It's the ripple effect of our actions, the ways in which we inspire others to act in alignment with the values we embody, the way we shape the future by influencing the present, and the lasting memories we create that continue to resonate in the hearts of those who knew us. The impact we have on others is a crucial part of how we are remembered, whether it is through acts of kindness, service, mentorship, or love. The ways in which we make others feel and the support we offer them create lasting impressions. This impact often goes unnoticed or unappreciated in the moment, but over time, those who benefit from our presence will carry forward the lessons, guidance, and love we provided. It is easy to underestimate the power of a simple, kind gesture or a word of encouragement. However, when viewed over the course of a lifetime, these small actions accumulate into a legacy that shapes individuals and even communities. For instance, a mentor who offers guidance to a young person may not only influence their career, but may help them develop a sense of purpose, self-worth, and confidence that lasts long after the mentor is gone. Moreover, the way we live our lives speaks volumes about the kind of legacy we create. People often remember how we made them feel or the values we demonstrated in our actions. If we lived with integrity, honesty, and kindness, those who were touched by us will carry those values with them. Our legacy, therefore, is shaped by the ethical choices we make, how we interact with others, and the ways in which we live according to our principles. A legacy that is rooted in kindness, compassion, and empathy is likely to inspire others to act similarly, thus continuing the chain of positive influence. Another aspect of leaving a legacy is the desire to contribute to something greater than ourselves, whether that is through our work, our community, or our creative pursuits. It's easy to get caught up in the pursuit of personal success, but when we focus solely on ourselves, we miss out on the opportunity to create lasting impact. Those who live with the intention of making a difference often find deeper satisfaction and fulfillment in their lives. Their impact may not be immediately visible, but over time it becomes clear in the changes they inspire, the initiatives they lead, and the causes they champion. It could be in the way they challenge societal norms, fight for justice, create art that resonates across generations, or even in how they foster a culture of generosity and cooperation. For example, someone who devotes their life to social work or environmental activism may not see the full extent of the positive changes they are advocating for within their lifetime, but their dedication plants the seeds of progress and can inspire future generations to continue their work. In this way, legacy is not about instantaneous recognition or praise, but about planting ideas and values that will continue to grow long after we're gone. It is about being part of a greater movement, one that extends far beyond our individual existence. Legacy also involves the notion of stewardship, taking responsibility for the world we leave behind, whether it is our families, communities, or the environment. Those who live with a deep sense of responsibility to future generations often leave a profound legacy. They are not only focused on their personal satisfaction, but on the health and well-being of those who come after them. This can manifest in many ways, such as through environmental sustainability efforts, charitable giving, or creating institutions that will serve the needs of future generations. Those who act with this long-term perspective understand that their actions today will shape the world tomorrow, and they take steps to ensure that they leave behind something that will benefit others in the years to come. The importance of a legacy is also reflected in the concept of memory. People often find meaning in the idea that they will be remembered for their contributions, values, or character long after they are gone. Legacy then is tied not only to what we give to others, but to how we are remembered. It is the stories people tell about us, the way we are commemorated, and the example we set that lives on in the collective memory of those who knew us. A powerful legacy is one that endures in the stories shared by those who were touched by us, in the lessons passed down to the next generation, and in the ongoing impact we've had on the world. Ultimately, the impact we have and the legacy we leave behind are reflections of how we have lived. Have we lived with intention? Have we strived to make a difference? Have we nurtured meaningful relationships, contributed to the greater good, and lived in alignment with our values? These are the questions that shape the legacy we leave behind. A legacy is not about perfection or achieving monumental success, but about living a life that resonates with others, that leaves the world better than we found it, and that continues to inspire others to carry forward the values and actions we championed. It is through this impact that we transcend our individual lives and become part of something much larger, something that continues to echo long after we are gone. You said, the courage to pursue your dreams is one of the most essential and empowering aspects of living a fulfilling and meaningful life. It requires a deep internal strength to face fears, overcome obstacles, and take risks in order to follow a path that aligns with your passions and purpose. Dreams are not merely fleeting thoughts or desires. They represent the core of what excites, motivates, and challenges us. They are the things that, when achieved, bring us true happiness, personal growth, and fulfillment. Yet, for many people, the pursuit of their dreams is fraught with hesitation, fear, and uncertainty, making it one of the most daunting and intimidating journeys they may embark on. The first hurdle to pursuing one's dreams is often fear. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of the unknown. These are all natural reactions to stepping into uncharted territory. It's easy to become paralyzed by the what ifs. What if things don't work out? What if I'm not good enough? What if I fail and embarrass myself? These questions often create a mental block, making it incredibly difficult to take the first step toward realizing our dreams. However, it's essential to recognize that fear is a natural part of the process. Fear exists because pursuing a dream takes us out of our comfort zones, forcing us to confront new challenges, uncertainties, and risks. But it is precisely by pushing through this fear that we discover our true potential. In fact, many of the most successful individuals in history have cited their fear as a driving force that propelled them forward rather than held them back. Embracing fear as a natural companion on the journey to success allows us to reframe it as something that can motivate and strengthen us rather than cripple us with doubt. Another significant challenge in the pursuit of dreams is the fear of judgment. We live in a world where opinions and social comparisons often play a central role in how we make decisions. It's easy to get caught up in the expectations of others, whether it's family, friends, or society at large. The pressure, conform, and fit into a specific mold can stifle creativity, passion, and individuality. When you begin to pursue a dream that doesn't align with conventional norms or expectations, it can feel like you are stepping into unfamiliar and sometimes uncomfortable territory. But the courage to pursue your dreams means silencing the external voices that try to dictate your path and finding the strength to listen to your own inner voice. It's about trusting your instincts, staying true to your passions, and prioritizing your own happiness over the fleeting approval of others. Although the fear of judgment may never entirely disappear, learning to accept that not everyone will understand or support your journey is key to moving forward. The reality is that pursuing dreams requires both patience and perseverance. Often, when we think of dreams, we envision a clear, straight path to success. However, the road to realizing your dreams is rarely linear or smooth. There will be setbacks, failures, and challenges along the way. In fact, many people who eventually achieve their dreams have faced multiple failures before succeeding. But it's through these failures that we learn and grow. Each misstep provides valuable lessons that help refine our approach and deepen our understanding of ourselves and our goals. Courage comes not from the absence of failure, but from the ability to get back up, dust yourself off, and keep moving forward. The key is to persist even when things feel difficult, uncertain, or overwhelming. It's about having the resilience to push through challenges and stay committed to the bigger picture, knowing that each step, no matter how small, brings you closer to your dream. Another crucial aspect of the courage to pursue your dreams is the willingness to embrace uncertainty. When you set out on a journey toward your dreams, you can't always predict the outcome. There will be moments where the path ahead seems unclear, and you might even question whether you're on the right track. This uncertainty can be unnerving, but it's also where growth and transformation occur. The courage to embrace uncertainty means accepting that you won't always have all the answers right away and trusting that each experience, whether it leads to success or failure, is a valuable part of the process. It's through uncertainty that we are forced to grow, learn, and adapt. The more comfortable you become with uncertainty, the more confident you will be in pursuing your dreams, knowing that you have the strength to handle whatever challenges come your way. One of the most powerful components of pursuing your dreams is the deep sense of fulfillment that comes from following a path that is uniquely yours. Many people spend much of their lives doing things they feel obligated to do or pursuing goals that are influenced by external pressures. The courage to pursue your dreams allows you to break free from this cycle and take ownership of your life and your future. When you are working towards something that truly matters to you, something that reflects your values, passions, and talents, you tap into a sense of purpose that brings greater meaning to everything you do. This fulfillment is not fleeting. It sustains you during tough times and pushes you forward when the journey becomes difficult. The courage to pursue your dreams transforms your life from one of passive existence to one of active participation, where you are constantly engaged in the pursuit of something that matters deeply to you. Furthermore, the courage to pursue your dreams has a ripple effect that extends beyond your own life. When you take bold steps toward your dreams, you inspire others to do the same. Your courage becomes a beacon for others who may be struggling with their own fears and doubts. By pursuing your dreams, you show others that it is possible to break free from limitations, challenge the status quo, and create a life that is uniquely fulfilling. Your journey becomes an example of how perseverance, self-belief, and action can lead to remarkable transformation. In this way, the courage to pursue your dreams not only changes your life, but also impacts those around you, creating a collective movement toward authenticity, personal growth, and fulfillment. In the end, the courage to pursue your dreams is about more than just achieving a specific goal. It is about embracing your true self, overcoming fear, and living a life that is deeply aligned with your passions and purpose. It is about taking risks, making mistakes, and learning from each experience. The journey may not always be easy, but the rewards, personal growth, fulfillment, and a legacy of courage and inspiration are invaluable. You said relationships and connections are fundamental to human life. They shape who we are, influence our happiness, and ultimately determine the quality of our experiences. At the core of every meaningful human interaction is a connection, a bond formed by shared experiences, emotions, and understanding. Relationships, whether familial, romantic, or friendships, provide us with a sense of belonging and purpose. They allow us to express ourselves, to love, and to be loved in return. These connections shape our emotional and psychological well-being, providing comfort during difficult times and joy during moments of celebration. One of the most powerful aspects of relationships is the support they provide. Life, in all its complexities, can be overwhelming at times, and having people who understand, listen, and offer empathy can make all the difference. Whether it's a parent offering wisdom or a friend providing a shoulder to lean on, the connections we nurture serve as anchors when life feels tumultuous. These relationships help us navigate challenges, providing guidance, emotional support, and strength when we feel vulnerable. Furthermore, they help to alleviate the burden of isolation, offering reassurance that we are not alone in our struggles. As human beings, we are wired for connection. Our need for relationships is deeply ingrained in our biology. From the moment we are born, we seek attachment, first to our caregivers and later to friends, partners, and communities. These bonds shape our self-image and sense of identity, influencing how we perceive ourselves in the world around us. For instance, a child who grows up in a nurturing environment, surrounded by loving and supportive relationships, is more likely to develop a healthy sense of self-worth and confidence. In contrast, a lack of meaningful connections or negative experiences in relationships can lead to feelings of loneliness, insecurity, or even depression. Our relationships play a crucial role in our mental and emotional health, contributing significantly to how we feel about ourselves and our place in the world. Beyond emotional support, relationships also provide opportunities for growth and personal development. Through our interactions with others, we learn about ourselves, our strengths, our weaknesses, and our values. Relationships challenge us to become better versions of ourselves, encouraging empathy, patience, and communication. A close friend or romantic partner can hold up a mirror, reflecting our behaviors, beliefs, and attitudes, pushing us to examine and sometimes change aspects of ourselves that we might not have recognized otherwise. These interactions create a dynamic environment where personal growth is encouraged and the exchange of ideas and perspectives broadens our understanding of the world. At the same time, relationships can also be a source of immense joy and fulfillment. They offer opportunities for shared experiences and moments of connection that enrich our lives in profound ways. Whether it's sharing a laugh with a friend, building a life together with a partner, or celebrating milestones with family, relationships give us the chance to create memories that will last a lifetime. The joy that comes from being fully understood and accepted by others is unparalleled. It is in these moments of connection that we experience true happiness, knowing that we are loved and appreciated for who we truly are. However, relationships also require effort and commitment. While they can bring immense joy and fulfillment, they can also be challenging. They require communication, compromise, and vulnerability. We are all imperfect beings, and our relationships inevitably face difficulties, misunderstandings, disagreements, and emotional ups and downs. But it is in navigating these challenges together that relationships become stronger. The act of working through conflicts, forgiving, and finding common ground creates deeper bonds and greater intimacy. Strong relationships are built on trust, respect, and a willingness to invest time and energy in nurturing them. It's not just about being there for the good times, but being present through the hard times as well, showing loyalty and care when things are tough. Moreover, relationships also play a vital role in shaping our sense of identity and purpose. When we form connections with others, we are able to share our experiences, dreams, and aspirations, which helps us gain clarity about who we are and what we want out of life. Our relationships can motivate us to pursue our goals, inspire us to be more compassionate, and even challenge us to step outside our comfort zones. They remind us of the importance of empathy and compassion teaching us how to care for others and offer support when needed. Through these connections, we also learn how to give and receive love, creating a balance that enriches our lives and helps us feel more connected to the world around us. In addition, the quality of our relationships directly impacts our happiness. Positive, supportive relationships lead to higher levels of life satisfaction, while toxic or strained relationships can contribute to stress, anxiety, and depression. Research has shown that people who have strong social connections tend to be happier, healthier, and live longer lives. It's not just about the quantity of relationships, but the quality that matters. Deep, meaningful connections with people who genuinely care for us, understand us, and support our well-being are what truly contribute to a fulfilling life. Furthermore, relationships are essential to creating a sense of community, whether it's within a family, among friends, or within a larger social group. Our relationships bind us together and create a sense of belonging. Humans are social creatures, and having a network of people to turn to creates a sense of security and comfort. This sense of community is essential to mental well-being and provides a foundation for resilience, allowing us to face life's challenges with the knowledge that we are supported by others. In the end, the relationships and connections we form are what define our lives. They are what make us feel seen, heard, and valued. They provide meaning and purpose, offer support and joy, and help us grow into the best versions of ourselves. Relationships allow us to share our lives with others and build something greater than ourselves, creating bonds that enrich our experiences and leave a lasting impact. In a world that often emphasizes individual achievement and success, it is the connections we make and the relationships we cultivate that truly matter. They are the thread that ties our stories together, offering comfort, strength, and love, and ultimately defining the richness of our lives. You said, facing mortality with reflection is one of the most profound experiences a person can go through. The awareness of our inevitable end often brings about a deep sense of introspection, making us reflect on the choices we have made, the life we have lived, and the impact we have had on others. For some, this realization prompts a sense of urgency, a need to make amends, pursue long-held dreams, or realign their life's direction. For others, it may be a moment of profound peace, knowing that they have lived a life true to their values and aspirations. However it manifests, confronting mortality forces us to reckon with our existence in a way that few other experiences can. The human desire to reflect on life in the face of mortality is deeply ingrained in our consciousness. It's a natural reaction to ask ourselves whether we have lived meaningfully, whether we have done enough to leave a legacy, or whether we have made the most of the time we've been given. Such reflections often bring both clarity and regret. We may find ourselves looking back at moments of joy and achievement, but also at moments of missed opportunities or decisions we wish we had made differently. This duality, the balance between pride and regret, is one of the complex emotions we encounter when we confront the reality of our mortality. There is also a deep awareness of the transient nature of time. When faced with the understanding that our days are limited, every moment becomes precious. We may realize how much time we have spent on trivial pursuits, or perhaps how much of our energy has been consumed by distractions, leaving little room for the things that truly matter. Time becomes something to be cherished and invested wisely. This can lead to a shift in priorities. What once seemed important may fade into insignificance, while relationships, personal growth, and acts of kindness take on a more profound significance. The recognition of our mortality can serve as a wake-up call, urging us to reframe how we spend our days and to focus on the things that will bring us lasting fulfillment. Reflection on mortality can also invoke a sense of gratitude. When we are reminded that our lives are finite, we may begin to appreciate the everyday moments we previously overlooked. A simple conversation with a friend, a walk in nature, or the laughter of a loved one may take on a new depth of meaning. Knowing that these moments are not eternal can make them feel even more precious. We may find ourselves taking more time to savor experiences and to acknowledge the beauty in the small, mundane aspects of life. This heightened sense of appreciation can bring a profound sense of peace, allowing us to let go of the anxiety or stress that often accompanies a fast-paced, goal-oriented life. At the same time, facing mortality often leads us to confront the unresolved aspects of our lives. We may think about the relationships left unhealed, the words left unsaid, or the dreams left unfulfilled. This can bring about a desire to take action, to reach out to estranged family members, to apologize for past wrongs, or to finally embark on that journey we've always dreamed of. The awareness that time is running out can be a catalyst for change, pushing us to take the necessary steps to live authentically and with intention. It often inspires people to resolve unfinished business, clear emotional baggage, or reconnect with their true selves. One of the most transformative aspects of facing mortality with reflection is the realization that we are part of something much larger than ourselves. When we acknowledge that our time here is limited, we are often compelled to think about our place in the grand scheme of things, our impact on the world and the people around us. We may reflect on how our actions, however small, have ripple effects that extend beyond our own lives. Whether it's the kindness we show others, the work we do, or the way we treat the planet, every action carries weight. This sense of interconnectedness brings a deeper understanding of the importance of living with integrity and purpose. Facing mortality with reflection encourages us to live with the awareness that what we leave behind is not just material wealth or accomplishments, but the positive influence we have had on others in the world. Reflecting on mortality also forces us to confront the unknown. Despite our best efforts, no one can predict what will happen when life comes to an end. The uncertainty of what lies beyond can be unsettling, but it can also inspire us to live with more courage. When we are less concerned with the fear of the unknown, we can focus more on how we can make the most of the time we have. The realization that death is inevitable can drive us to take risks, to step out of our comfort zones, and to pursue our passions without fear of failure or judgment. It brings a sense of liberation, allowing us to shed the weight of societal expectations and live more authentically. Ultimately, facing mortality with reflection is not about dwelling on the inevitability of death, but about appreciating the time we have. It's an invitation to live more consciously, with greater awareness of how we spend our days and how we relate to the people and world around us. Reflection on mortality has the potential to bring us closer to a state of peace, acceptance, and fulfillment. It helps us to recognize what truly matters and to live with intention, understanding that each day is a gift that should not be taken for granted. The awareness of our mortality calls us to live fully, to love deeply, and to leave a legacy that reflects our values and aspirations.